Welcome back to my channel Iraqi Dinar RV Global Currency Revaluation Confirmed. IQD and VND surge in historic financial shift. The moment many currency holders have long awaited may finally be here. This isn't a recycled rumor or unverified forum chatter. It's a confirmed development shaking the financial landscape. As of May 2020, the Iraqi Dinar, IQD, and the Vietnamese Dong, VND, have experienced a monumental revaluation that has caught the attention of global banks, institutional investors, and individual currency holders alike. For years, the idea of a major revaluation for these two currencies was met with skepticism. Critics dismissed it as wishful thinking. But this week, multiple leading financial institutions, including J.P. Morgan Chase, HSBC, and Deutsche Bank, have reportedly confirmed what was once considered an internet myth. The Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong have surged in value against the US dollar in a coordinated shift that appears to have been quietly prepared and systematically executed. Exchange rate surge stuns markets. The change was first detected by Forex terminals, where traders noticed a sudden jump in exchange rates. The IQD, which had long hovered around 1,300 dinars per US dollar, skyrocketed to 3.91 dinars per dollar. Meanwhile, the Vietnamese dong appreciated from approximately 23,500 to just 1,200 per dollar. These numbers represent not minor fluctuations, but dramatic upward revaluations that immediately impacted the global foreign exchange markets. What started as market speculation was rapidly validated by back-end banking updates. Social media quickly filled with screenshots of bank balances that reflected the new currency values. Users across platforms, ranging from Telegram to Facebook and TikTok, shared evidence of increased account holdings. Some customers at J.P. Morgan and Citibank reported receiving internal notices from their banks, referring to asset reclassifications and foreign currency portfolio adjustments. This wasn't a technical glitch. Confirmation soon followed from within the financial industry, including private banking divisions and wealth management departments. According to reports, back-end systems across multiple banks were synchronized to reflect the revised rates, with client balances automatically adjusted. What was once the realm of online speculation had, in a matter of hours, become financial reality, real returns on long-held investments. For those who had invested in these currencies years ago, the implications are extraordinary. A $1,000 purchase of Iraqi dinars at the old rate would yield roughly 1.3 million IQD. At the new rate of 3.91 IQD per dollar, that stash is now worth over 330,000 say. Similarly, $500 in Vietnamese dong, previously amounting to 11.75 million VND, now equates to nearly 10,000. These are not projections. They're tangible financial gains now visible on banking apps, ATM receipts, and trading dashboards. Those who had the foresight and patience to hold these currencies are witnessing a life-altering transformation of their financial reality. No public announcements, just strategic execution. One of the most surprising elements of this revaluation is how quietly it unfolded. There was no public announcement by central banks, no press release from the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and no lead-in from major media outlets. Instead, the shift appears to have been methodically planned behind the scenes. Banks had clearly been preparing for this. Insiders point to recent system upgrades, new API integrations, and enhanced automation tools that were discreetly deployed in the past year. These tools allowed financial institutions to implement rate changes seamlessly, without service disruptions or customer confusion. It's becoming evident that this wasn't a sudden or spontaneous decision. It was part of a broader, strategic realignment. Some analysts are calling it a quiet financial reset, where undervalued currencies are finally being brought into alignment with their nation's actual economic outputs. Why IQD and VND? Why now? Iraq and Vietnam have made tremendous economic strides over the past decade. Iraq, despite political challenges, has seen increased oil production, a more stable currency reserve, and stronger governance over public finances. Vietnam has evolved into a global manufacturing hub, producing electronics, textiles, and other goods at competitive scales. With expanding export economies and favorable trade balances, both countries arguably had currencies that were long undervalued. This revaluation may be part of a broader shift in global currency policy, where actual economic fundamentals are beginning to drive exchange rates. Some financial experts speculate that this is just the first in a series of revaluations that could affect other undervalued national currencies. Banks respond with controls and warnings. In the wake of the revaluation, banks are taking measures to manage the surge in activity. Several institutions have placed temporary restrictions on currency conversions, implemented enhanced identity checks, and limited large withdrawals. These controls are not denials, they are risk management protocols intended to prevent fraud and maintain orderly financial operations. At the same time, financial professionals are urging currency holders to remain cautious. Scammers have already appeared online, promoting bogus exchange services and offering fake premium rates. To protect your holdings, only conduct transactions through licensed banks or verified financial entities. Avoid any over-the-counter offers from third parties or online marketplaces. Confirm the authenticity of your currency. Counterfeit detection protocols are now more stringent. Retain digital and physical documentation of your holdings and account balances. What should IQD and VND holders do next? If you own either currency, now is the time for careful planning, not impulsive action. Here are recommended next steps. 1. Verify your notes. Ensure they are undamaged and authentic. 2. Contact your bank. Speak with a representative in the foreign exchange or wealth management department. 3. Use professional language. Refer to currency reclassification or asset updates, not RV or reset. 4. Consult professionals. Work with certified financial advisors or tax attorneys to plan the best course forward. 5. Document everything. Keep statements, correspondence, and currency certificates on file. This moment may represent the most significant financial event in decades for those holding Iraqi dinars and Vietnamese dong. But it's essential to act with discipline and awareness. Rushing to cash out or falling prey to misinformation could turn a rare opportunity into a missed one. What this means for the future. The revaluation of IQD and VND could mark the beginning of a larger global monetary transition. If more currencies follow suit, it may influence trade agreements, sovereign debt policies, inflation models, and even how fiat currencies are defined. Central banks may respond by reassessing their reserves and international lending practices. While the long-term effects are still unfolding, May 2025 is already being remembered as a milestone in financial history. What began as speculation is now documented across banking platforms and confirmed by major institutions. Final thoughts. This isn't just a payday, it's a pivot point. For those impacted, it represents a rare chance to reshape financial futures, fund long-term goals, and leave lasting legacies. But it must be approached with strategy and caution. Let this moment serve as both a reward and a responsibility. Stay informed, protect your assets, and make decisions grounded in professional advice. The era of undervalued currencies may be ending, and the era of financial recalibration may just be beginning.